Scott Frost apparently said that the offense was going to slow down these last 2 weeks.
I don't think you have any choice but to slow it down because we kind of talked about the communication issues that you're going to come across. So yeah, I think you slow things down, and quite frankly, you need to slow things down, especially when you're playing against Wisconsin, because you don't want to give them the ball right back. You go 3 and out, you're playing right into Wisconsin's hands. So yeah, you got to slow it down. And if you look ahead to Iowa, I think offensively, I think there's some things that they can do against Iowa. But this week, obviously, I think you have to slow it down and just try to grind it out and shorten this game up and try to keep this score below the 20s. I think it's the only way that you're going to be able to beat Wisconsin.
Ross Peterson's going way ahead on this one to the 2024 class. Dylan Raiola, quarterback out of Burleson, Texas, who's got 15 offers right now. And wants to know
more like about 50 offers right now.
50, yeah.
Everybody, I mean, every blue blood of college football has offered Dylan Raiola. He is the top quarterback in his class coming out. What a talented young man. Obviously, huge ties to the Nebraska program with his dad starring here. But yeah, you saw him here over the summer. He came and threw in front of Coach Frost, and you could see the relationship built there already. And if Nebraska was not a 3-7 team right now, I would say Nebraska is in the driver's seat to land it. But he's not going to come to a program that wins 4 games a year. I guarantee you that right now. Not when Alabama and Clemson and Ohio State and Oklahoma, everybody under the sun that you can think of wants you to come and play there and come and play for a national championship. That's hard to beat. That really is. But it'll be interesting to watch his recruitment over the next couple of years. And Nebraska has time to turn it around, and just because, like I said, with the family ties to the program and stuff, I never would say Nebraska is out of it at any time in his recruitment until he signs his name on that dotted line.
So he is near the end of his sophomore season in high school, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's already proven.
He's got the biggest arm I have ever seen, for a young man that age. I mean,
wow.
He has just got a cannon, and he throws just the most beautiful deep ball you would ever see.
Asawar, I hope I pronounced your name correctly, but just wanted to take note of this since we had a back and forth with you down there in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's got his Husker gear on proudly. His wife went to OU. We have twin boys, so I was thinking of having one wear the Husker shirt and the other one the OU shirt. Now, I'm not going to ask if you've got any child favorites, if that's going to play into that or not, but okay.
I hope you should. I hope you come to the game here next year when Oklahoma comes to Lincoln and bring your boys and have them each wear one of the team shirts. I think that'd be great.
Evan is asking about Nebraska transitioning to a triple option offense. I can't imagine anyone doing that in this day and age, especially one that wants to vie for top recruits in a conference like the Big Ten.
Yeah, that would be a death sentence right there. I'm sorry. It would work. I mean, I think it would work, yes, but you're not going to recruit the kind of guys that you need to recruit out of that type of an offense.
Alex here.
I would love to see it. I would love to see it just for a game. Just dedicate it to the triple option for one game. That'd be cool.
Well, yeah, everyone. I say everyone. Most people seem to want to see the ball in the air 50 times. I like to see the ball in the air 50 times if there are other teams that are running the ball 90% of I like to see variety. I don't like to turn on college football games and see everybody running the same kind of offense over and over and over and over.
I don't want to see the ball in the air 50 times if this team is down by 30 points and all they're doing is throwing the ball every time. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I like to see different styles of
Absolutely.
offense and defense, but especially offense. And now that the pro style offense is pretty much out of the game, it's basically out of the pro game as well.
Yeah.
I love to see Wisconsin, Illinois. I saw somebody else running a lot of snaps under center in the last couple of weeks besides those two. But anyway, I like to see a quarterback taking snaps under center.
Yeah, absolutely.
Aside from a goal line situation. And those are the two teams that seem to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I get surprised. I mean, I see a lot of football, and I get really surprised when I'm doing a high school game, and on a Thursday or a Friday night, and all of a sudden the quarterback's up there under center. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here? You just don't used to see it very often anymore. It's kind of bizarre, and but I'm with you. I like seeing it both ways. I like it. I like it.
And sometimes you'll be watching an NFL game now, and the quarterback's got to get under center, and maybe there's an issue, or there'll be a comment made by one of the announcers or the analysts that he didn't have to do this in college.
Yeah,
he went through the entire college career, never did this. Now he's got to do it in the NFL.
Yeah. So then you look at the other side. Look at a guy like Peyton Manning. When did Peyton Manning ever not be under center? So
yeah, obviously he grew up with a traditional offense, and then when I was growing up, and I got to put you in the same bucket, in the NFL there was only one team that ran a spread formation, and they called it the shotgun, and that was the Dallas Cowboys. They were innovative because they went to a shotgun on third down, and it was like, this is really weird, this is different. But Tom Landry's strategy was that the quarterback could get his eyes downfield on the defense and just already have his drop back, that he wouldn't have to be backpedaling. And so they were it took years and years and years before everybody else started doing that.
And then they had that line, their offensive line, do their bob up and down too.
Yeah. and the strategy there was that the offensive line would stand up, and then the backs would shift, and they would come back down. So the defense would have to relocate where the backs and the wide receivers were.
Yeah, innovative stuff back then.
Yeah, he was. Tom Landry was way ahead of his time. He basically was smart enough to look at the rules and say, "Oh, we could do this or we could do that. Nobody's doing this. We can shift players around and put people in motion, and we can do all this stuff. And the rules don't say we can't." Samori Toure, 33 catches for 718. That's a lot of yards per reception at 22. Well, he caught those two long ones against the Buckeyes, 22 yards per catch, 4 touchdowns. So is there any concern that he's off to the NFL after this year?
Yeah, he's a senior. He's done. Yeah.
Oh, he is done for sure. He can't take it. So that was his extra year.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was he was a 5th-year senior transfer from Montana. So he already graduated, and this was his bonus work on my NFL draft status year, and I think he did a pretty good job of that. So he's a heck of a player, and he will be missed. He's been a big part of that receiving corps just for the 1 year that he's been here, and has been a great teacher as well to the younger guys. So we're gonna miss Samari. Wish he would have been here a little longer, that's for sure. But you'll be seeing him playing on Sundays next year.
Another recruiting question from Kyle. He really wants Nebraska to get down to Texas. Obviously, that's got to be a destination.
Yeah, you never not recruit the state of Texas. I mean, that's just stupid. Nebraska's always had success in the state of Texas. And we've touched on it before that it's harder to recruit there now when you're not in the Big 12, because a lot of those Texas guys that would come here, they came here because they would still get to go play back home every year and play against guys that they know, that they grew up with and stuff, year in and year out. So it takes a little bit of it away, but still there's plenty of guys come out of the state of Texas, and you know what, if you're not going to play for Texas or Texas A&M or TCU or any of those programs, you know, any Power 5 school is a good destination for a kid from Texas. So, yeah, Texas is always a big priority state, and you know, we'll see with what kind of you know, fresh blood that Nebraska brings in on the coaching side, and obviously Ryan Held was the Texas was his recruiting state, one of his states that he handled, and so you know, Nebraska's going to have to assign a new person to the state of Texas, and you always hope to, you know, you always want to bring some guys in from Texas every year in your class if you can.